Is AI going to replace Qigong teachers? That is going to be the topic of this episode of Qi Life. So there's been a lot of talk over quite a while now, really, about how AI may or may not replace different jobs within different industries. And we are starting to see the start of that, certainly within some sectors at least. Others where, there's these ideas about AI replacing jobs, it hasn't quite really happened yet. There's no question that it's quite impressive what AI is able to do now, and it can at the very least be a really useful tool for some things to make some tasks, some jobs easier, even if it doesn't fully replace them. So how does this apply to Qigong teachers? Is there a chance that at some point in the future AI will replace Qigong teachers? A lot of people are worried about, well, what kind of job is going to be sustainable into the future with AI doing more and more of things that people used to do? I don't think it's ever going to happen. And look, I suppose there's always a chance. But in this vlog, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I don't think that AI is going to replace Qigong teachers. So, reason number 1. I've tested it already, at least right now, and it's only been a small test. Tihana, who does the administrative work for Long White Cloud Qigong, has started to use AI to help her with some of those tasks, and for the things she's using it for, I think it's a great application. It certainly doesn't replace her, but it helps to make some parts of what she does easier. And so just for fun, we thought we would try out seeing if we could get one of the major AIs to come up with a Qigong routine with a specific theme. And so we gave it a whole lot of information and prompts and asked it to come up with some options for us. And it was really interesting what it put out, because reading what it described, and it came up with names for some movements, and it came up with instructions for these movements, for these practices, and even why they would fit with our theme and how they might affect the energy. It sounded really good if you were just listening to the style of the words, but if you then tried to make any sense of what it was actually describing, it made no sense whatsoever. In addition to that, it also had an option of generating some images to help understand what these exercises were and how to do them. And so we got it to do that as well. And again, the images, the pictures that it generated for us were complete nonsense. There was no way to make any sense of them in terms of a Qigong practice right now. Interestingly, and this is what kind of jogged this in my memory, I just very recently saw someone in some social media in a group there posted, it was like a little chart with some practices and again with images showing the practices. And again, it was very clear that this was just nonsense that had been generated by AI. I'm not sure what their motivation was for posting it there, because they weren't saying, hey, look at this is funny or anything like that. It seemed like they thought that this was somehow useful. Fortunately, someone very quickly called them out basically straight away and said, no, this is AI generated nonsense, which it was. So as of right now, no, I don't think AI can do much to replace a Qigong teacher at all at this moment. Now, having said that, the AI continues to develop, it continues to get better. So what about in the future? Reason 2 why I don't think this is going to happen, at least anytime soon, second reason, is the way these AIs work is it's based on the information fed into them, the sources that they have. The most common type of AI that people are using at the moment are called large language models. And so it's based on language that they've been able to find within things on the internet, and they use that to, predict something that might be useful. And for Qigong, while it's becoming more and more popular, there's more and more awareness developing of Qigong, there's still not a huge amount of high quality source material for Qigong in the same way that there is for many other areas of knowledge. And because of this, you know, it's one of those things, garbage in, garbage out. Or not necessarily garbage, because there certainly are good source materials for things about Qigong, but insufficient input, I think, is going to restrict AI's ability to come up with anything that makes sense. It just doesn't have enough to work with right now. So that's another thing that I think is going to hold back its development in the short to medium term. Of course, eventually it might get better and better, and eventually the AI might actually be able to, in some way, play some useful role as a tool for people learning Qigong, practicing Qigong. But I still don't think it's going to replace Qigong teachers. So this brings on the third reason. Qigong is something that there's certainly many aspects of it that we can learn in an intellectual way from reading and so on, but there's more layers of depth to it than that. There's a lot of subtlety, a lot of nuance, a lot that really has to be embodied to understand it fully, that you're not going to get just from words that someone might write or even might speak. There's that level of nuance and embodiment that I think will always require a living being to understand well enough to convey fully to someone so that they can grasp it for themselves. So this is my third reason why I don't think AI is going to replace Qigong teachers. It may be that AI can perform a useful role in some way in bringing things together for someone, or compiling resources or something like that, but it seems unlikely that it's going to be able to take that next step of conveying that embodied understanding. You know, there's a saying within Chinese philosophy that the Tao which can be spoken of is not the real Tao, or not the true Tao. And I think this applies quite well here. If we think of the Tao being the way of nature, the true essence of life, it needs to be experienced directly. It can't even be fully put into words. And so because of that, there needs to be this next layer, and AI isn't going to be able to do that. All right, so number 4. What's my fourth reason why I don't think AI is going to replace Qigong teachers? My fourth reason is that if we look at how technology has interacted with other practices, professions, disciplines in the past, I think we can see an example of how AI might function in the future in relationship to Qigong. I think a good maybe comparison for this is massage. So there are lots of machines, lots of devices that have been created to help give massage. You've probably seen chairs often in the airport which you can sit down on and things move around and massage parts of your body, parts of your muscles. There are other devices that you might be able to use at home which you can move over your body to help to massage and, you know, stimulate the muscles, the blood flow and so on. And yet, even though we have these devices now, there's still nothing quite the same as having a real person massage you. And in fact, some of those people who act, they have a job doing massage, they may even use some of these devices within some types of massage that they might do. For example, the massage guns, I don't know if you've seen those, where it's kind of gun shaped and it's got something on the end that goes in and out. These can be a great tool. They can be really useful for loosening up things within the body and so on. And some massage therapists will use tools like that, like the massage gun, as part of what they do. But they still direct the process, and they generally will still use their hands and other parts of their body as part of the process as well. So they make use of the tools where it's helpful, but they still play a vitally important role in giving a truly high quality massage. And so it might be at some point in the future that there are some people who start to use AI, again, for parts of understanding things, parts of compiling things for them. There might even be some students who are quite happy to have an AI teacher of a sort to guide them to some degree. But that won't replace that next level of skill that comes from a real person who really understands what they're doing, who's able to apply things with nuance and in an embodied way. So none of us know exactly what's going to happen in the future, but I think these 4 reasons are a pretty good reason to think that AI is not going to fully replace Qigong teachers, even largely replace Qigong teachers. So if you're a Qigong teacher right now, and that's your job, and there's not that many of us actually that's our full-time job out there, but there's growing to be more and more. And if Qigong is your job out there, I think you can feel relatively safe from AI. There's still going to be demand for what you do. And if you're thinking about a new career that you can get into that AI is not going to replace, maybe being a Qigong teacher could be a good option for you, because there are lots and lots of people out there in the world who would benefit so much from learning Qigong. So many, in fact, that many people have a hard time finding a Qigong teacher, certainly within their geographical area, who's offering training at a suitable level to be able to guide them through and gain those benefits for themselves. So I think it's a really good candidate as an AI-proof career for the future. All right, a little bit of a different topic in the vlog today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. And I look forward to seeing you on another one soon.